Welcome, everybody, to Rapid Fire! Fernando Ramirez, Gilbert Manzano, Vic the producer, playing the voice of God. We have a very interesting Rapid Fire for you guys. We're going to talk 49ers, Eagles,
What?
Chiefs, and
What?
Packers.
What?
Who is the best quarterback in the NFC North? And we got plenty of other stuff for you guys, so make sure you guys tune in. We got it all here on Rapid Fire. Vic the producer, how you doing?
I'm doing good. It's good to be back. We're in week 13. We're finishing up week 13, heading to week 14.
Damn.
So, since you won last week, do you want to go first or do you want to go second?
I will go first.
All right. Let's get it started. The rematch between the 49ers and the Eagles did not go the way many expected as San Francisco blew out Philadelphia. After this game, what's the biggest storyline? There's no one in the NFC that matches up well with the 49ers, or is there a lot to be concerned with the Eagles?
Gilbert, what is your what do you think is the storyline from 49ers and Eagles? What's the biggest one that you're thinking of?
Yeah, I won't go the route of the 49ers like being the best team and having nobody to stand in their way. The Eagles will be in their way. I'll say that, and maybe even the Cowboys. They're not a good matchup though, but maybe the Cowboys. I'm holding out a little hope, Fernando. But on the Eagles, I am more concerned about their weaknesses defensively. I mentioned on the Lunes live show where they got no linebackers, no secondary. They brought in Shaquille Leonard, but there's a reason why the coach said, see you later, Shaquille Leonard. Yeah, they're deep at linebacker, but he hasn't been playing well. They couldn't tackle Deebo Samuel. Maybe Shaquille Leonard would do better, but they got to improve the defense somehow, some way. Show me in the next 5 weeks when you play the Cowboys this week, you play the Seahawks the week after, and two good wide receiver cores there. So do something in Philadelphia to improve the secondary. Or you might ask me this question in a couple of weeks. I'm going to say, you know what? 49ers are going to roll through the NFC.
When you have a chip on your shoulder, that changes everything. When you have that, I mean, that's how a lot of guys get to the league. That chip on their shoulder, you're not going to make it, you're not going to do anything, boom. That's how you do it. The 49ers have had a huge chip on their shoulder since last year with the coulda, woulda, shouldas. What if Brock Purdy would have played? What if he would have been healthy? What if this? What if that? Well, I think the storyline is that they had a chip on their shoulder. They came into Philadelphia where the Eagles have not lost and they've steamrolled them. So I was really impressed with San Francisco, and I think that's a storyline. Like, I think that's a chip that they're going to use the rest of the way. I mean, we heard it. The Eagles fans were like, "Oh, all they're doing," or the Eagles were saying, "All they're doing is bitching and complaining." Even Gardner Johnson, who's not even on the team, has said that about the 49ers, and the 49ers came in. Deebo Samuel, huge game. Trent Williams is just a monster of a left tackle. So I think that's the biggest storyline, that chip on their shoulder. I think the 49ers are going to use the rest of the way and in the playoffs to try and make a run and finally try and win a Super Bowl under Kyle Shanahan.
I'm right with you, Fernando. I think I was saying that I don't see anybody that can challenge the 49ers in the NFC. Maybe in the AFC, we'll see down the road. I'm actually looking forward to that game versus the Ravens because I want to see what Mike McDonald can do against that 49ers offense. But I'm with you. I'll give you the point there. All right, guys.
Nick,
next.
and I remember I said I wanted to go first. I wanted to pick my spot. That one I gave to Gilbert. I want to go first on this next one though.
All right,
You're taking spots now? Coin flips?
yeah. All right, let's do this. The Chiefs lost on Sunday night to the Packers, dropping them to 8-4 and fourth in the playoff seeding before the Monday night football game is played. Something or nothing. Patrick Mahomes has never played a playoff road game, and does he need to win a playoff road games to cement his legacy?
Gilbert, I'm going to go first on this one, but does Patrick Mahomes need further validation with playing on the road in the playoffs? I'm going to say yes. I mean, we've seen him win 2 Super Bowls, but they've all been at home. We all know when you think of Tom Brady, you think of obviously him winning Super Bowls. But remember that game, Mahomes' first year in 2018, the Patriots go into Kansas City, and they end up beating the Chiefs in overtime to make it to the Super Bowl. They've done it multiple times. They've gone into different places to go into on the road and everything, and that's where legacies are built. That's why Eli Manning potentially could be a future Hall of Fame. I'm not saying Eli Manning and Patrick Mahomes are on the same level, but I'm saying like Eli took it on the road. The Steelers took it on the road. The one Super Bowl Aaron Rodgers won, it was being road warriors. So I think there's something to that, and it'll be interesting to see if Patrick Mahomes can go into a Baltimore, into a Jacksonville, into. I mean, he's already done it this season, but in the playoffs, I think it's different. It'll be interesting to see if he can go into an away environment and win a playoff game. It'll be the first time we've seen it if they don't get the first seed. But what says you?
Fernando, the right thing you said there was that there's something there, but it's just like a small thing. Yeah, maybe it means something, but if Super Bowls are at the end of the day what matters. So if he ends up getting 7 like Tom Brady, or maybe even more 8, that's all that matters. You know, point at the rings. Not well. Brady went on the road here. He went on the road there. Nobody cares. But honestly, it's gonna happen eventually. No way that Mahomes is gonna host the AFC playoffs every single year, and it could be this year. I still think for now they're going to win the number 1 seed because their schedule after playing the Bills at home gets very soft. The Ravens, the Jaguars, the Dolphins all have tough schedules, and then the Chiefs have the tiebreakers over the Jaguars, over the Dolphins, so they're in a good spot. But yeah, maybe it'd be nice for them to go on the road this year to see what they have, especially with this week roster, Fernando. But the point is, I don't think it really means much at the end of the day, but it will be nice to see them start on the road.
Yeah, like I've been a big proponent of he needs to win some road games, but as you said, Gilbert, at the end of the day, all that matters is Super Bowls. I mean, we were talking about Joe Flacco having the most road wins in playoff history. He's not going into the Hall of Fame, so it doesn't really matter. So point to you there, Gilbert.
That
1-1.
Super Bowl run, though, that was crazy. That one
Yeah.
Super Bowl run that he had, 12 touchdowns, no picks.
It's
Yeah.
Flacco elite.
Flacco elite. All right, guys. Next
yeah.
one, we're heading to the north. Who is the best quarterback in the NFC North right now? Is it Jared Goff, Jordan Love, Justin Fields, or Joshua Dobbs?
Gilbert, who leads the North? Who's the best quarterback?
Yeah, it's an interesting debate, but it's only a 2 quarterback race, either Jared Goff or Jordan Love. And I guess the question is, like, are you betting on the upside? But I guess you're asking me right now, right? Right now, who's the best quarterback? So I will go with Jared Goff. I do like what Jordan Love has done in the past 3 weeks, but yeah, Love. I mean, Goff is shaky with interceptions and turnovers this year, but those 2 throws at the end of the Saints game where he had a nice pass to Sam Laporta and then a critical conversion to Josh Reynolds, that showed me, okay, he's not the best quarterback, but when Goff has protection, he has time, good play calling, it's all kind of set up for him nicely there in Detroit. He delivers. That's what you want from your quarterback. He's like, I guess the rich man, Brock Purdy. I don't even know which way to go with that. Rich report. But Goff, I think, currently gives the team a better chance to win because of experience, been to a Super Bowl, and he's pretty clutch on the money downs.
Dan and Dago and I caught flack for calling him average to a little bit above average, but I mean, no, I'm going to go lately. I'm going to go with Jordan Love. These last 3 games, I've actually been very impressed with him. He's taking care of the football. He's moving this team up and down the field. You just beat the Chiefs. You beat and you beat the Lions. You beat Jared Goff as well on Thanksgiving in their stadium. And then I know the Chargers aren't world beaters or anything, but I mean they beat Justin Herbert and the Chargers. So I think this stretch of the last few games, I think Jordan Love is showing you what his potential could be. So I think moving forward, I think I don't think it'll I think it'll bring PTSD a little bit for NFC North fans because if Jordan Love, remember Aaron Rodgers said, "I own your ass" to the Chicago Bears fans. So if Jordan Love starts being what he potentially could be, I don't think NFC North people are going to be very happy. But moving forward, I think I would rather have him than Goff.
Yeah, I really wanted to know what you guys thought because honestly, I have no idea who the best quarterback is because Jared Goff, and I'll explain why. Jared Goff doesn't have a contract after this year, if I'm not mistaken. And then Jordan Love has 1 more year left on his contract. So if you're these franchises, who are you moving on with going forward? And so I think the person who had the best argument was Fernando with the Jordan Love. It's like it seems like the Packers are now finally starting to believe in him, and those young players are coming along with him. And I think some of those struggles was part of it, is because it's such a young roster. So, Fernando, the point goes to you. All right, guys.
I gotta say, I thought the focus was currently, not in the future
Yeah,
and the
no,
contracts, but
Moving forward.
whatever. I'll take
yeah,
it there.
yeah, no, it is currently, because that's and like Fernando said, he mentioned the Packers not only beat the Chiefs with also the Lions, but the Packers have also been better
Who's your
teams lately.
daddy?
Yeah, they beat
Who's
the
your
Lions.
daddy?
All right, guys. Next one. With Fernando up 2-1. What team picking in the top 11? And the reason I said 11 is because the Bears picked twice. So I gave you guys 10 teams. Currently can make a Colts or Texans like leap next season with a new coach or quarterback. Here are the teams: Bears, Patriots, Cardinals, Commanders, Giants, Jets, Titans, Saints, Buccaneers, and Raiders.
Gilbert, who can make a leap in the top 11, like the Colts or Texans?
Man, this is a very difficult question. And it's always hard to tell which team's going to make the leap. And that's why we love football. It's unpredictable. And we always got to predict maybe 5 or 6 are going to make that leap. And right now, I'm not seeing it, obviously, way before the draft and free agency. All these teams stink. Let's get that straight. And I wanted to go with the Patriots, but I'm not even sure Bill Belichick is going to be there. I don't know what's going to happen after that. So I will go with the Bears. Either it's Harbaugh or Eberflus. If it's Eberflus, I think their defense has gotten better. It's gone under the radar. You know, they pretty much shut down the Lions for about 3.5 quarters. So they're building something defensively. And then you got DJ Moore on offense. Then you got the number one pick, which could be Caleb Williams, your boy Fernando. So we'll see. That could be enough. Caleb Williams could be like a CJ Stroud next year. Turn the Bears into the playoffs, and see you later, Justin Fields.
Bar down. Well, Dan and Dago said they could move him also. Position.
Yeah, that'd be awesome, actually. Running back.
I'm gonna go with the Jets. The Jets have a solid defense. They have Garrett Wilson. That they have something for you to build on, and that's gonna be the interesting part about this season. Because Vic, if I'm correct, just nod your head, because the Jets have like their pick, right? It's not anybody else's.
No, they don't lose it because remember, Aaron Rodgers needed to play 65% of the snaps.
Thank you. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Jets. That's gonna be the dilemma for the Jets also this season in the offseason. Are we gonna wait for Aaron Rodgers or and bring him a weapon, like bring him in a Marvin Harrison Jr. or something like that,
Devontae Adams,
or a receiver or whatever, or Devontae Adams basically? Or should we get a quarterback for the future, sit him behind Aaron? I know it's not working out with the Manhattan Milf Hunter, but should we bring in a quarterback, get him ready, a la Jordan Love, so that when Rodgers leaves, we can get him out? But regardless, I think the Jets are the best situation. I think they're very close into being a tough team. They were the only team that beat the Eagles besides the 49ers, and it was an ugly slugfest, and they were able to take it to the Eagles. And I know that they haven't been good this year on paper, but if you really look at them, their defense has kept them in a lot of games. It's the fact that they haven't been able to put points in the end zone that they haven't been able to win games. But real quick before that, can you imagine if the Patriots had the second overall pick? That'd be interesting to see what route they would go, quarterback or what, especially if they
gotta
had
get the quarterback.
Yeah, especially with a new coach. But yeah, the Jets is an easy for me. I think the Jets are just basically either Aaron Rodgers or a quarterback away from being ready to go.
That's some good points by you, Fernando. But my only concern is the fact that they would have to leap the Bills and the Dolphins next season. I'll give this point to Gilbert because we just talked about the NFC North. You can win that division. There's a lot of young teams in there. So you get a Harbaugh in there and then you draft a quarterback, you're right in that thick of things next season for the NFC North. All right, guys.
Would you want to go there if you were him?
To Chicago?
Yeah.
It's a nice city to live in, I guess, if you don't mind the cold. But yeah, surroundings are pretty bad, and you don't even know Ryan Poles and Eberflus are going to be there. It could be changed in a year or like in a few months. So it's consistently one of the places where quarterbacks go to die.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, by the way, they've never had a 4,000-yard quarterback ever.
And they had Jay Cutler, who just threw bombs away and couldn't do it.
Yep.
And Brandon Marshall.
All right, guys, this is for the win here. Last one. Which team that doesn't hold one of the top 5 seeds in the playoff picture wins a road game on Wild Card Weekend?
Ooh.
Which team that doesn't hold one of the top
You have
things?
to be currently a 6 or a 7 seed?
Except or out of the playoffs.
Oh, okay.
Gilbert, which team could play upset on Wild Card Weekend and winning a road game?
All right. Well, let me give you a couple. The list here on the NFC.
Hey, no list.
Well, just so you can kind of hear, so I could maybe think out loud to myself, and fine, I'm helping myself out. It could be the Vikings,
right,
the Rams, the Packers, the Seahawks, and over in the AFC, the Steelers. No way. Browns. I'm tired of the Steelers. I'm sorry. Browns.
You gotta watch them
Texans,
this Thursday.
Colts, Bills. What Broncos?
No, you got to see the Browns or the Steelers this Thursday against the
that's right. They're playing
Patriots.
the Patriots. Oh, how's that not flexed out? But all right. Anyways, Kenny Pickett, Mitchell Trubisky. I don't care who it is. I think the Steelers are going to be done. They have a tough schedule. They can't score points. But let me give you who's going to make it. That's the point is here, or who's going to win this game on the road, right? CJ Stroud. I will go with the Texans. But then when they lost Tank Dell, they kind of lost an element of pushing the ball down the field and lining up the scoreboard. There's gonna be an adjustment there. I can't really wait. I gotta wait for it here. So to kind of give you an answer here, I'm definitely stalling here. Fernando, I think I know where you want to go, so I'm gonna go a different way here. I'll go with the Packers. You know, they for the veteran core on the defense, they've been in the playoffs before. Maybe they get in, they could steal a game there. They might even get the 6th seed because they have an easy schedule, which will be the Lions. They already beat the Lions, right? So Jordan Love. A good defense with Rashawn Gary, Jair Alexander, and a good cast of wide receivers. If Christian Watson stays healthy, give me the Packers to make some noise in the NFC postseason wild card round.
Vic, do you want to go ahead and give it to me, or do you want me to have to compete for this?
If you pick the team Cowboys that I wanted, I let you have that.
Cowboys. The Dallas Cowboys.
No. It's either 6 or 7, not number 5.
Yeah, they're number 5. So
that's been easy. It would have been easy.
Yes. All right, hold on. Let me look.
Well, the Steelers are number 5. You can't even pick them if I wanted to. I forgot it.
But he rambled on about the Steelers, so I think we should deduct points there. You know what? Off the top rope, F it. I'm going to go with the Buffalo Bills. The Buffalo Bills could go into I feel like if the Buffalo Bills sneak in, I think they can go into any place and win. It just depends on right now, if I'm Josh Allen, I'm going to get Stephon Diggs, Gabriel Davis, Dalton Kincaid, all my boys. I'm going to get them together and be like, hey, I know we've effed up this season. We're at 6-6. We can still turn this around. We can make the playoffs. And especially this weekend, if they can upset Kansas City this weekend, I think that's going to give them all the momentum moving forward to say, you know what? Let's be road warriors. That's how legends are made. We'll go into Baltimore. What? We'll go into Jacksonville. What? We'll go into Kansas City. What? We can certainly go into Miami and upset all those guys. So yeah, 100%. I'm going to go with the Buffalo Bills. I think they have the team. The defense just a little bit rough. But other than that, I'm going to go with the Buffalo Bills.
Real quick, you distracted me when I was doing my list here. I got to the Broncos, and you cut me off, and I missed the Bills. So you took that.
I didn't cut you off for anything. You just paused and stopped.
I was going to go with the Rams. I think you're going to go with the Rams because you've been praising them.
No.
So, okay.
Nah, hell no. No, the only way the Rams could win a playoff game is if they played Detroit because of the motivation of Matthew Stafford. Other than that, I don't think they can do it. I think Buffalo could go into any of these cities. Yeah. And beat that team.
Damn.
So, Fernando, you have won. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. No, I'm kidding. Go ahead.
I was going to, just because I picked the Bills to go to the Super Bowl, which I don't feel good. I know. And I don't feel good about it now. So I'm going to give this point to Gilbert just because it's true. The only path here for a team to win is if you face the Detroit Lions. They are the one team that if you're playing in the playoffs, I think you're going to be favored, whether it's the Rams or the Packers.
I'm about to win this now, and you're gonna have to reverse course.
It's already been.
I think I could go into Atlanta and win.
Well, yeah, but remember,
it would be the number 5
not
team.
4 or 5.
Yeah, so the number.
Oh,
yeah.
This is bullshit.
we could fill the roster with Compas on the beat and go into Atlanta and win a playoff game, of course.
I
Yeah,
don't know
because
about that.
the Cowboys or the Eagles are gonna go on the road and beat the Falcons or whoever wins. That's why I made it the 6th or the 7th
Hey,
seed or out of the
you
playoffs.
got to put up points, though, if you're going to beat Detroit. They have a terrible defense, but you better have points, though. That's the thing, the tough thing, though.
Yeah, and I think the Packers or the Rams can do that, and I think they have the bigger path. I just want to see if I think this changes if the Bills beat the Chiefs. And I'll come back and say we'll come back next week and we'll ask the same question if the Bills and Chief if the Bills beat the Chiefs.
I know we're singling out the Lions, but I think the AFC is pretty weak. I would not be surprised if that's a chaos in that conference. There's no clear number 1 or number 2.
No, it's the same crap that we've been seeing. The Dolphins can just beat Dolphins and Ravens can beat up all the crappy teams. The Jaguars, I still don't know who the hell they are. The Chiefs have a tough defense, but last night I thought Jordan Love kind of exposed their defense a bit. So yeah, no, and in the NFC, I mean, I guess like the 3 top teams are the Eagles, the Cowboys, and the 49ers, but like I still think, I mean, I don't know, maybe a team can go into Dallas and upset them, or like if Dallas has to go to Atlanta, I'm not putting my money on the Cowboys to win that game.
Oh yeah, that's the one team.
I'd be really interested. You know what? I'll give it to you right now. There's one team that could beat the Cowboys if they had to come into their stadium. Who do you think it is? Who do you think I'm going to go with?
Wait,
they're not in the playoff picture. If the Tampa Bay Buccaneers sneak in and win that division, and the Cowboys have to go down to
last year
and go down to Tampa, they can't cover
Tom Brady this year, so it's like delusional.
Did Dallas beat them last year?
Yeah, Dallas went into Tampa Bay, and we kind of had like a friendly
and
bet.
blew them out.
There's no Trevon Diggs, and that's why. Okay, this week
it's rapid fire, Fernando. Stay
I don't care. Look at I'm looking at this. Oh, and Raw's about to start. I'm looking at this real quick. DK Metcalf screwed them. Like he was destroying the Cowboys. Mike Evans, same build. AJ Brown. This weekend, the Eagles need to do that. They need to go at them with AJ Brown. I think, but I think Tampa could actually beat the Cowboys. I'm not gonna lie. It's gonna be different.
It's 2022 all over again, but okay.
All right, Gilbert, you guys have gone back and forth now, so enjoy this win. Well deserved, Gilbert.
Thank you. Appreciate it. It's a battle here. I'm surging like the Packers and the Rams.
You lost last week.
Okay, well,
we'll have win streak.
Who lost last week that won this week? Texans. I'm
Chargers.
the Texans. There you go. No, get out of here. I am the Texans for sure. But,
all right, thank you guys so much for checking out Rapid Fire. Don't forget, Compas on the Beat episode drops on Wednesday. So make sure you guys tune into that. We'll have everything on there. And now that it is the Christmas season, we will have some Christmas questions to talk about. Gilbert can't kill our fun. He can't Grinch us anymore. So
still Halloween in my heart.
This guy. All right, let's so make sure you guys check that out. Again, thank you guys so much. Have a good one. And don't forget to check out everything else on Compas on the Beat.